Hello everyone, here in lovely Magaluf, having a pina colada. Where is it? There it is. Cheers. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, it's great out here, absolutely lovely. Having a good time. Got in late last night, so we're just having a few drinks at the hotel and just chilling tonight, so it's really nice, and then can start going out and all that tomorrow, rest and recuperation, that's what it's all about. No, it's good getting away, and obviously congratulations Man United on the FA Cup. Got to be honest, I never expected them to win it. I was absolutely dreading it. I'll tell you, I was there with my dad watching it, and he was nervous as anything. He's a United fan as well, and we were both just dreading it. We thought no, and I had Man United fans saying to me, and fair play to you Man United fans, that's the seagulls, it's Brighton, isn't it? Can hear them. Yeah, fair play to you United fans, because you were the ones telling me, oh, you know what, I think we've got a really good chance of winning it. And I was like, no. I said I didn't want to hear it. I just thought, no, I just think we're going to get smashed by Man City. I don't want to hear it, because it's been such a horrible season. I just didn't want any hope, anything. And even when we scored and the goals, I was happy, but I couldn't even cheer. I was too scared to cheer, because the amount of times we've let Leeds go, and I just thought we'll crumble and fall apart. But I mean, in the end, I was just ecstatic, and it was just an amazing day. And I think sometimes, as Man United fans, we have been sport with Alex Ferguson. A lot of us, obviously, a lot of the older generation, they've known, like my dad, they've known United before Fergie and the hard times, and we've been very lucky. And in the history of the club, what a great club it is and everything, and we've been spoilt and we've been blessed. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and when you have been, sometimes when you win and you're not at your greatest, it means more. It really does mean more. So I'm very it just meant a lot, and I'm just so happy that we won. It's really great. I've got a few little bones to pick, especially with Ineos at the moment, the new, ownership, whatever you want to call it, that's coming. I mean, I just felt before the cup final, I was hearing these little stories, just little things were coming out that he'd been sacked, and just waited till after the cup. I think, because what I think happened was Chelsea had sacked Poch, and then I think they were looking at McKenna, and I think we panicked and thought, oh, we better get in there and start talking to him. And then I think that's how it slipped out. I don't think they planned it. They didn't want it to come out like that. They wanted it to just, come out after the final. And obviously that happened. So that wasn't a good look on Ineos, but it's kind of out of their control, obviously. And then, of course, we go and win it. And it's the manner of the way we've won it. And then they've got themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place. But to me, I think all this Ten Hag stuff, it's all just a bit boring now. We are definitely keeping him. I'm not even worried about it. He's definitely staying. There's no decent managers out there, and I think Ineos have to realise they're not managing Nice, they're managing Man United. Jim Ratcliffe and all this linking us to Gareth Southgate, and no disrespect to De Zerbi, and I think McKenna could be one for the future. He needs a bit more experience. No disrespect to De Zerbi, Poch, they are good coaches, but I just think this is Man United, and we, if you come, it's a bit like walking into the lion's den. The fact Chelsea have sacked Poch, it's just, I feel like we're going after other teams' cast-offs. It's a bit like when we went for Mourinho. Should have got Mourinho when Fergie first left. That was when he was on the up. That was when to get Mourinho. But it's a bit like you're getting these managers when they're at their lowest. Same with Tuchel. I know I was a little bit finger with Tuchel. I felt like, oh, maybe we should go for him. He's a winner. Maybe he could do something. But Tuchel's a short-term fix. And with Tuchel, I just feel he's on the way down. We're going after managers that were once good, but they're on the way down now. And I feel Erik Ten Hag, okay, he's had one good season, finishing third. Got to two cup finals last season, so that was really good. Obviously, this season it's been a disaster. The football, everything hasn't been as good. Finished eighth, which is unacceptable. But it's not as though we're winning. When people say it's unacceptable, it is unacceptable, but you need to look at how our club is run. You also need to look at, it's not as though we're we've been competing for leagues for the last decade. We haven't been competing for anything. I mean, except for the cups, the little cups. You know, our standings obviously Champions League and the Premiership. We haven't been competing in any of those for the last decade. So as much as people want to cry and say, you know, some fans want to cry and say, oh, wait, good enough. You've got to look at where the club is. We're not exactly in a great situation. I do agree it's unacceptable, and he has to do better. There's no excuses, right? But he needs backing. You know, I'm getting very fed up with all this, you know, it's just getting a bit annoying, you know, all this bloody, you know, oh, you know, Ten Hag needs to do this, that. Well, Ineos have a lot to prove as well, you know, they really do have a lot to prove, and it's up to them, you know, because they've only just come in, and the way they've handled things, I think that's been a bit of a mess, to be honest. But, you know, I think they will get things wrong, and I think it's natural that they will, because this is a big job for them, and it's all new, and obviously they're just getting their team in, so it's not a shock. They will get things wrong, and at the moment, I know people are stressing out because Chelsea are getting some players that Ineos should be in there, and they're moving a little bit slow. They're moving like snails. Now look, there's plenty of time. The summer is a long way transfer window. There's plenty of time, but like I said, I'll judge them at the end. I will get very concerned if by July there's no players in. I'm going to be like, yeah, what the hell are you lot doing? Do you know what I mean? I just think all this Ten Hag rubbish, manager rubbish, just needs to stop. And I don't think they'll say anything. I think he'll just stay. He's under contract, and I think he'll just stay. That's what I believe will happen. I think that's what's going to happen. But then if they would sack him, I just think you're idiots. I don't know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? I think he's won us 2 cups. He's had one good season, one bad. We've not finished well. Give him the right backing. Give him a chance. If he lets us down this season, then fair enough. You've got to be ruthless. You've got to pull the plug. But it's not as though you're going and getting me a Pep or a Klopp or somebody, you know, an Ancelotti. It's not as though you're going and getting us somebody who's really, you know, none of these managers you're linking us to. They've not won us, you know, they've not won much in their careers, and Ten Hag has won us things. Yes, it's not, you know, to what we want, but he's still won us things in a very difficult situation, and a situation where, you know, Man United, we're not a great team like we were. We're still a great club. You know, the how big we are, the money, everything. You know, we're still a big, great club, but we're not a great team. I think fans need to separate the two. We're still one of the biggest clubs in the world, but we are not a great team. We're a mid-table team, if you're honest, picking up cups here and there. We need a much better squad. You know, if you're gonna compete on all fronts, you need to get a better squad. Now, we need to get 2 centre halves, so we need 2 midfielders. I don't want it. I couldn't be arsed with wingers and attackers. I think we've got plenty of those. But that's the icing on the cake. Man United have no core. We're so easy to play against, you know. So we need to really get our act together. And I think Ten Hag should have done a lot better. He should have set us up better in games. There's a lot of things he got wrong, and he should have done better. But I'm willing to give him another chance. You know, I really am, because the other managers don't fill me with too much joy. So look, give him another chance. You know, stop messing about Ineos. Just get the players in. There's plenty of time. There's no panic. But I know they're cutting corners and everything, and fair play. They should be, you know, obviously cutting things and not be overstaffed, so we're using our money and resources better. But, you know, I'm not being funny. You've got Rashford of about $375 a week. Not just him. There's plenty of others. Not just him. Not going to pick on him. He needs to pull his socks up, Rashford. You know, at the end of the day, Rashford. You know, you come through come through the youth. Fair play to him. He's been a great player for us. But he's very hot and cold, and he's always on social media worried about what people think. It's not an easy world that we live in, and you will get criticised. And some of the thing, when it comes to abuse, that's a no-go. Do you know what I mean? We all agree that. But unfortunately, you will get that. It's just comes with the territory. But you need to kind of get your head down, focus on your football, and just get on with things, and just put good performances in. And if you're not feeling great, and if you don't feel like, you know, you're not at it, just have a break. I'd have more respect for if he said, you know what, I'm not feeling great in myself, I need to go away, I need to sort myself out. I'd be like, okay, fair enough, do it, because it's better he does that than he performs awful on the pitch. Now look, he was good in the cup final. He wasn't anything spectacular, but he was decent and he did a job. You know, at the end of the day, Rashford, it's very simple. It's not just his fault. It's Man United's fault. They put him on too much money, put him on a pedestal, made him our star boy and all this rubbish. Just stop all that. Stop all this star boy rubbish. We just got to have a team that plays for each other, that fights and wants to fight. You know, put players on high wages when they're winning us Champions Leagues and leagues titles. Then you can put them on really high wages. Now we're Man United, so we're commercial and all that. I get it. So we're going to probably put them on more money, but you know, you've got to get the wage bill down. I think Ineos are doing that. It's going to take time. I think with Ineos, we're going to have patience. I think they have made some good moves. They're looking a bit shady at the moment, right? You know, sugarcoat it. But at the same time, as much as they're looking shady, I do feel they're going to get a lot of things wrong. They are going to get a lot of things wrong. We're just going to have to give them time. You know, get the football people in, and we'll see. Don't know what's going on with Dan Ashworth. That was another situation which I don't really understand. He was obviously. That one from Man City, Barada, wasn't it? Got him from Man City, so I thought, that's good. You got him straight through the door. Dan Ashworth, that was another one. I thought, oh, good, we got him. But there's all this gardening leave rubbish, and oh, is he going to join? And I just don't know what the hell they're doing at the moment. So, don't know what that's about, to be honest. That's dragging on. But yeah, Ineos, it's all eyes are on Ineos. I'm not really bothered about Ten Hag. I think he's going to stay. I think all this and the media will love to make, you know, stories about Man United. Don't believe everything you read. I've learnt that, you know. You kind of do learn what to filter out the rubbish. We do, you know, we're the most talked about club. You've got to filter out a lot of rubbish. The media don't like Ten Hag. I think they want him out. And I think they don't want Man United to succeed as well. So it's another reason they're linking us to all these kind of average Joe managers, if you know what I mean. So yeah, don't believe everything. But at the same time, Ineos, it's over to you. We'll see what you can do. And there we go. So look... saying hello to everyone, all to the United fans on Twitter, wherever, everyone back home. I'll do a little. I'll show you a little view of where I am. It's been so lovely here in Magaluf because even though it's been a bit overcast, the weather is still like 26. It's still really sunny. It's nice. It's just comfortable as well. So you're getting a tan, but it's not overbearing, you know. So anyway, we'll see what United do. Here's a little view of where I am. It's good. Right, so it's supposed to be nice tomorrow as well. So anyway, adios. See you later.